Okay. Well, we sure love being here with you at the Muckleshoot, Moose Knuckle, whatever it's called. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, everybody here. What a great venue. Thanks, everybody backstage. Thanks to our front of house tour manager, Mike Freeland, out there. Give it up for Mike.
Yeah.
We want to thank Todd. We want to thank our great friends, Grand Funk Railroad.
Yeah.
I did want to mention that there's some fabulous merchandise somewhere out there. We've got the t-shirts, all the things. And the holiday shopping season's right around the corner, so you're gonna wanna rush right up there. Oh, you got one, and she says it's soft. I heard it. We have soft t-shirts, everybody. Rush right up there. All right, give it up one more time for the members of the group on the lead guitar, Jude Gold. On the keyboards and the bass, on the keyboards, it's Chris Smith. Chris Smith! Everybody. Back here on the drum set, you already know him and you love him because he's a legend. But did you know that Donnie played on his first #1 hit song when he was just 19 years old? Wow. Do you know what it was? Together, one time, come on. I fooled around and fell in love. I fooled around and fell in love. I fooled around and fell in love. Fooled around and fell in He went on to join Jefferson Starship, and he's still here today. Give it up for Donnie Baldwin!
Yeah! Woo!
I'd like to call your attention to this young lady here. She's only been singing with us for like 18 years almost. Yeah, she's well into the 18th year. And she's fantastic. We love her so much. I can't take it anymore! Ah, she's so wonderful! This is Kathy Richardson, everybody! Oh my God! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Thanks everybody. I just pulled something. Thank you. I'm kidding, of course. It is the huge honor of my life to stand here in the shoes, footsteps, fucking shadow of the queen of rock and roll, Grace Slick. So thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Okay, last but not least, what can you say about this guy? He came from the 60s, standing around a microphone, picking acoustic guitars and banjos, singing 3-part harmonies, having a hootenanny in the folk clubs of San Francisco. People like Jerry Garcia, Jorma Kaukonen, Paul Kantner, Marty Ballin, David Crosby, Janis Joplin. And I'm going to tell you a quick story about David and Janis. I'll preface this by saying that David is the only person I know who's ever been deported from Mexico back to the United States. That's a whole long story, but let's just say after they deported him, they sent him up to Texas. The first thing they did was hitchhike to Austin, Texas, University of Texas. They went to the UT Folk Alliance to see what was happening. And they go in there, and this young woman with long red frizzy hair hanging down, she's playing an auto harp, singing Irish murder ballads. And that voice, what a voice. They never heard anything like it before. They said, shit, man, you should come out to San Francisco. There's a scene happening out there. She said, really? David said, yeah, man, you can crash on my couch. And she did. It was Janis Joplin. Okay. And then they took acid. And they got electric guitars and Fender amplifiers, and they plugged in and turned up and tuned in and dropped out and said, fuck you to the man! They created psychedelic rock and roll. Quicksilver Messenger Service, for example.
Yeah.
He later went on to join Jefferson Airplane, briefly replacing Marty Balin, and then he went to Egypt with the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
No one knows why. But while they were there, they said, David, would you like to join the Grateful Dead? He said, I